Hello, welcome to Blossom and Rise. It's your girl Amber Tway here, psychic medium, spiritual mentor, and divine feminine. And I'm here with another video about my journey on the twin flame experience, or vice versa, whatever. I do readings on here, but I mostly do everyday readings on my Patreon. I do daily check-ins between the divine feminine and masculine energies, as well as daily messages from spirit. So if you're interested in that, check that out, link in bio. I also do free mini readings on my Instagram, which is at Blossom and Rise if you're interested, and I go live at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to answer those pre-submitted questions. So what you do is you just send me a DM and then I'll reply back with gotcha, and that way you know that I'll be answering your question on the live, okay? I also accept donations, so you can check that out down in the description box. And I also am available for personal readings, okay? Link in the description box. I do go live. Anyway, so it's been a while since my last video update, which I will put up here so that you guys can see when I last talked about my journey. So it's been really interesting since I last gave an update. My masculine unfriended me on social media, and I felt some type of way about that, but I will tell you why, okay? So what happened was, so I think the last time we spoke, or I talked about it, my masculine, did he come back? I think he did come back. He's been in and out, very inconsistent, inconsistent, but you know, that's what happens on the twin flame journey. So I got to a point where my masculine was like, he came back, he's in Michigan now, he's no longer in California, and before he left, he's ego driven, totally in his ego, and I told him something that his ego didn't like, so he got mad at me and chose not to see me before he left. So like a week after he left, he reached out to me and told me I hurt his feelings, and I was like, for real, I hurt your feelings? I didn't hurt your feelings, I hurt your ego. But you know, I'm able to see that from the outside, because I mean, we all have ego, but I don't operate from my ego. I'm very heart-based, very heart-centered. And so he ended up telling me that he wanted to continue to talk to me. So I was like, cool, we can do this. I'm hoping that we can start off as friends again and like rebuild our relationship to one another. That's what I said. So then it went from like him talking to me to him not talking to me. So I was like, okay, so what is it? Like, you're going to come back and you're going to tell me, yeah, I want to talk to you, and then every time I initiate some type of interaction with you, you ignore me. So why the fuck would I continue to want to talk to you? Like, that makes no sense. So then I posted on my Facebook, my personal account, that I was ready to share my energy with somebody else. Now, when I say share my energy with somebody else, I'm talking about talking to someone, okay? But honestly, I'm not at a place on my journey where I feel able and open and willing to be in another relationship with anybody else. Just the thought of having another man in my living space it brings up a huge anxiety. Like, I'm not ready for that at all. But I want somebody to talk to that will talk to me back. You know what I mean? Instead of me like talking in my DM and him not responding. It's like, okay, I'm done with that. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to change that energy. So like, I said this in my last video, like, he was like sending me messages, like sending me pictures. Then he started sending me pictures of himself and his family, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. But then when I would ask a question about it, like, he would never respond. So I'm like, okay, so I'm done with this. Like, I don't want to entertain this anymore. You don't know what you want, and I'm pretty much done with this right now. So I posted on my Facebook that it was a full moon in Aquarius. I'm in Aquarius, so I did a video on my Facebook, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm looking to manifest someone I can share my energy with, and I'm looking to manifest people that I can have esoteric conversations with. That was a Monday. On a Saturday, I met somebody to share my energy with and have esoteric conversations with, and I'm not lying, it really happened. I was drawn to go to this like little boutique shop in Truckee where I work on the weekends. That's where my divine feminine was living before he moved to Michigan. And I was directed to go to like the thrift store first, and I was unenthused with what I found there. So I was like, okay, well, there's like this little boutique shop that was like down the road from the thrift store, and I'm like, let me check that out. So I went, and me and this gentleman arrived at the same time in the parking lot. So I go in there, and the owner, she's very eccentric is the word. She was just a beautiful soul. And we started talking, all three of us started talking. She was like, can I take your picture? And it's something that she does with people that, customers. She takes their pictures. So we went outside, and right outside is the Truckee River. And she already had seats out there, so we're sitting out there and we're talking about spirit, we're talking about energy, we're talking about life experiences, and it was great. And I was talking about my DM, and I was like, he does this, he's always in and out, but at the end of the day, I'm always going to choose him, but it's so exhausting dealing with him, and blah, 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 blah. And that's before I even knew this gentleman was interested in me. Like, note that this man has to be, I didn't ask his age, but he has to be like 15 to like 20 years older than me, if not a little bit more. But his emotional maturity matches mine. So it worked out. So the lady, the owner went, she left us because she had customers, so she went back to her shop. So he asked me, he was like, after we were talking, he goes, so you have plans tonight? And in my head, like, I'm super oblivious. I don't know if somebody's interested in me or not. And I was like, oh, he's interested in me. I was like, well, I have plans tonight. And he's like, well, do you want to go on a morning hike? I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So we met up the next day, went on a morning hike, and I texted some friends and was like, hey guys, like, I'm out on a hike with this guy that I don't even know, so, blah, blah, blah. And it turned out to be cool, turned out to be good. He's not a murderer or anything like that. I'm still here. And he was very observant. Like, my behavior, he would call me out, like, and I appreciate that. I really did appreciate that. And I just told him straight up, like, look, like, I'm not in a place where I could have anything more. Like, this man is in and out of my life, and I love this man. I feel like we're supposed to be together, but I have to live my life at the same time. But then it's like, I feel guilty that I can't give you anything than this right now. Because I'm honest, right? I'm honest. Everybody loves honesty. A lot of people can't handle it, but I'm honest. That's where I'm at in my life. And he was like, I will be that space for you. If that's what you need, that's what I'll do. And I'm like, but I don't feel like I can reciprocate that back. And he was like, it's fine. Like, in my areas of my life, like, I'm doing pretty well. And I have support in my life. So if this is like the purpose that's supposed to be like for me to hold this space for you, like, I'll do that. And I almost didn't know how to respond to that, and I'm like, well, he's going to be coming in and out, and I'm going to want to work on things with him. And he's like, he will be in and out. Because I told him, like, the background, I gave him, like, the gist of, like, what's going on with him. And he was like, yeah, it sounds like he's going to continue to come in and out because it's like he gets overwhelmed. Then he gets separation anxiety. He has to come back, and then it gets too much, and he leaves. And I was like, because he has unhealed wounds, so he has to heal that. So I had posted a picture of us that the owner took. She took a picture of me and him. And the next day he took a picture of me overlooking Donner Lake. And I posted that. He didn't unfriend me at that point. He unfriended me when I posted the next day because I was talking to my therapist. I'm a therapist that has a therapist. Is healthy. Yes. I had said, like, I have to change something. I have to change the energy here because it's the same shit. Nothing's going to change. And I know what I want. I know what I'm worthy of. And I want somebody to talk to me that's going to reciprocate the energy. That's what I want, period. I don't want anything more than that. And so the next day I posted something like, I'm so happy that I found somebody to talk to, because you don't know how wonderful and how gifting it is to have somebody reciprocate something so simple like communication until you don't have it. And the next morning I woke up and I was like looking at RVs because I'm trying to buy an RV to live in very soon actually. And I noticed that before, he was like one of the 3 people that would show up for like me to send messages to in my messenger, like when I would share listings. I don't know why, he just was. And I noticed he wasn't there. And I was like, what? I go to his profile and he unfriended me. Then I went to Snapchat and he unfriended me. And that was the one that was very sentimental because we had friended each other on Snapchat the day that we met. So that was very, very hard for me. And I broke down and I immediately thought, oh my God, like I feel like I lost him. I lost him now. But I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. And so I reached out to my psychic and got an emergency reading on the situation. And then I immediately wrote him like 2 pages of text messages, just explaining to him, like, I don't know what you really want me to do because you're not ready for me and you don't want to be my friend. So what am I supposed to do? Do you expect for me to like sit back and kind of wait on you? Like stop my life and wait? I've never done that and I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have free will and I want what I want. If you're not able to do that, then maybe you should look at yourself and see what it is that is preventing you from moving forward with me. Yeah. Know that change happens so that change can happen. And I told him, I'm like, I want to be with you. I want to be committed to you. You are my divine masculine, aka my perfect partner, my perfect match. But you have to do the work, and it's not something that's going to happen overnight. But we need to start as friends. And once you can show me you can be my friend, i.e. communicate with me, i.e. respond to me, talk back to me, then maybe we can go somewhere with this. But if not, then I'm going to focus on me, okay, and do what I need to do. So I took a week off of doing my readings, and I really focused in on healing this because this really hurt me. This hurt me, and not even hurt my ego. It scared me that I lost him. But I still don't feel like I'm not in the wrong. He just took it that way. His ego got bruised because it's like, oh, she found somebody else. Well, what did you expect? Like, do you see how I look? I have extreme confidence in my ability to get what I want, to manifest what I want, everything, because I am in my divine feminine power, period. Right? So coming out of my break, Spirit was like, you need to like channel this creatively. So I created a 7-day Divine Feminine Challenge on my Instagram, which is starting today, the day that I'm filming, which is August 30th. So if you're interested, you can go to my Instagram at Blossom and Rise and kind of like get the, check in, you know what I mean? And I'm doing a free giveaway, free reading giveaway there for participants, a lucky winner, okay? But I'm going over the challenges and like how we can change those challenges to empower you as a divine feminine, okay? Your masculine does not define you. You define you, all right? Now note that the masculine could be feminine and the feminine could be masculine. They're energies. We embody them both, so just take it as it resonates. Take it how you resonate with overall energies, okay? I'm a divine feminine. I resonate with that energy. So I created that, and I'm going to be creating a self-paced program as well based on the information that I get out of this challenge. So I'm really excited for that too. But it's just like, I look at it now, and this has happened almost 3 weeks ago, and I'm like, this is stupid. This is so fucking stupid for me to be upset that he unfriended me. He didn't block my number because I called and left him a voicemail, and the voicemail got really emotional. Like, I cried in the voicemail, and that's something, he's seen me cry, but he's never seen me cry or heard me cry because of his actions. But it's like, what do you want me to do? Like, you're not stepping up, you're not doing anything, and you expect me to wait around? Why? I'm like, I'll always hold that space for you, but I need you to do the work. I've done my work. I could have easily felt rejected and abandoned because that's like the core thing, but I don't, because I don't feel like I was in the wrong. I still don't feel like I'm in the wrong for that. I'm not in the wrong for going after what I want, going after what I feel like I need. Okay, I don't need somebody to fulfill me. I'm in a full relationship with myself. But I like what this other gentleman is providing me. He's providing me a space for me to heal by just communicating with me. I don't know what's going to end up with this. He lives in San Francisco, and I'm getting ready to move to Grass Valley, which is still, it's a bit of a distance from him. And I told him I feel safe that you're at a distance because I'm not ready for that type of commitment. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand in your truth. But if your masculine has blocked you or has unfriended you or has restricted access to him, it's not you, it's him, okay? It's what he has to work through. It's obvious that he has unhealed wounds, okay? So it has nothing to do with you, okay? So this message resonates with you. Please go ahead and like the video, comment, let me know how it resonates, and share. Sharing is caring. Subscribe as well, okay? I am trying to build my Blossom and Rise community here. I'm hoping that once I move, I'll be able to do more videos. But I do videos on my Patreon every day if you're interested in that. I think I'll be trying to do more pick-a-card readings. I think that would be better for my channel. We'll see what happens. But I am going to be doing a giveaway once I get situated. And I'll do it for the last 2 months. So there'll be 2 winners. By the time this post will be in September. So there'll be three winners. But yeah, guys, so that's all I got. Check me out on Instagram at Blossom and Rise if you're interested in the 7-day challenge that I am releasing. And I'll see you soon. Bye.